This is a horrible way to start this, but let's start over. Okay. Let's get to it. Hello everyone. I know it's been a very long time. A lot of stuff came up in September, so I didn't really record like at all. But I recorded a lot, but I didn't really publish anything. I recorded stuff for my spinning video, which I finished. Now I just need to do like the results, I guess, and then publish that, or edit it, publish it. So yeah, that is coming, and this is a horrible way to start this, but let's start over. Okay. Welcome back to Knit and Spin with Brie, episode 9. So I said I was going to switch it around, so every other week, or every week, I would flip-flop between spinning and knitting. I've done a lot of knitting and a lot of spinning, and then I didn't record. So I don't know what week we're on, but I'll get you guys caught up with both, and then next week I'll do a spinning video, I think. Okay, so I did release that sort of mini video of how I dye my fiber. So I guess that was kind of a spinning video. So this will be kind of knitting heavy-ish, I think. All right. I don't, actually no. I don't know if I showed these. So I made, for FOs. I made these lovely Anna socks from Penrose Knits. Her pattern should be, it was for the test knit. So this is my third pair that I've made. And this pattern, it's so addictive. Like, it's really hard not to make them. Like, once you start them, it's like you can't stop. So third pair before the test knit even closed, before she started making her final adjustments for the pattern, and it should be released, I want to say mid-October probably, or even probably earlier than that. But yeah, like I said, really love this pattern, and I was so in love with it, so I gave away one of the pairs. But I have 2 pairs, the lovely Anna socks, which I'm probably going to be making more. Sorry, I'm just going through my, oh, a brownie from work. I think I put it in here. Put them in here. Yes. Yes, I did. Okay. So, I loved making the lovely Anna socks so much. I was just like, I think I could probably adjust the pattern to make a mitt. And I did. I did not weave in any of the ends because this was just kind of like a sample, and clearly it's too small. But yeah, lovely Anna mitt, fingerless mitt. I am probably going to write up all of my, I am going to write up all my notes that I did to adjust the pattern for a fingerless mitt, and then give it to Laura from Penrose Knits if she wants to release a mitt pattern. So So I made this one too small, and I started tinkering more. Made this one. I even put color work on the thumb. Like I said, did not weave in any of the ends because it's a sample. It's not, I don't have any pairs to these. But I knit the ribbing in 2.5 millimeter, and then the color work was in 2.75 millimeter. But then I knit the thumb in 2.5 millimeter. So it's very tight on the thumb. But like I said, it's a sample. It's not, it was just to see what adjustments needed to be made to make it work better, and like sizing and all of that. So, but yeah, really like this one. I love doing the color work on the thumb. I thought that was really cool. And the gusset on the thumb actually was aligned with the pattern pretty well. For the color work pattern with the increases, I was thinking that it was going to look really weird, but it's almost not noticeable at all with where it is. So I'm going to be writing it up and giving my notes to Laura so that if she felt so inclined to make a mitt pattern out of her lovely Anna sock pattern and have lovely Anna mitts, she could do that. Other FOs. So I kind of got on a mitt kick, and I'm thinking about, wow, I'm kind of all over the place because I haven't recorded in a really long time, but I ripped out the sock pattern that I was working on, and I've kind of benched that one for now. And now I'm like on a mitt kick, and I'm just like, I could probably make a mitt pattern, fingerless mitt pattern, and do some sort of color work, but make it out of my mom's alpaca fiber. And I would call, this is gonna sound super corny, but I would call them Alpaca My Knit Mitts. Sounds so silly, but I thought it was cute. It was very clever. The alpaca puns are just endless. So I was working on trying to figure out patterning for that, but I made mitts from my hand spun that I talked about in my first episode, which was my worst episode. I did not like at all, but I talked about finishing this hand spun skein that I dyed for my family member. So I made them mitts out of it instead of using it in that other pattern. So I have plenty left. I might make a cowl or something, or like a headband to match it. So because of the like self-striping-ish way of the yarn, they're two different colors, but it went like this, yeah. So it started off yellow, green and yellow. It looks very marled. Green and yellow, and then it went to purple yellow, and then purple green, and it goes into this one, and then it goes purple purple. But yeah, these are really cool, and I made up the recipe for them, but they fit really nice. And oh no, I didn't finish weaving in this end. I thought I did. So I guess they're not complete, but I like the fit. They keep your hands very warm. So my family member will be receiving these, especially now that I don't know if I'm going to finish the actual gift for them. because it's just a lot of work. And I don't know if I'm going to finish it, but at least they'll have these. And I'll probably make some sort of like cowl or something with the rest so that they have some sort of like matching set. All right, we'll go into a whips. I didn't do any preparation for this. I didn't write any show notes yet. So yeah, I didn't write anything down. So I will do my best to remember the patterns. So yeah, let's jump in. Okay, so for speaking of the family member, I have been working on it. This is the Mayma Honeycomb cardigan by Pip and Pin. And I've gotten some headway on it. Like, I don't know if you guys remember last time, but I was like just split for the sleeves, and now I've done like a little bit. It takes a long time, even though the texture on the pattern is very, oh, maybe a little close up on there. Even though the texture is like super easy to do, and it feels like it goes fast, but it's like not working up very quickly. I mean, it's also fingering weight, so there's that. This is also in my own hand-dyed yarn, Spring Morning. I specifically dyed it for this family member. I know I'm being super secretive about it, but I'm really trying to make it a surprise, although I don't know. She hasn't watched in a while. She hasn't messaged me about it, but I'm working on it. I know there's a deadline, but things keep getting my interest elsewhere. Speaking of which, this has been getting a lot of love. This is the, I actually think I have, yeah, the Plumeria tank top by Wool and Pine. I showed you guys last time. I had just combined them together, like all the triangles and then the two panels. I combined it all in the round. But what you guys didn't know, because I showed you that the boob triangles were really small. Like, they said to trust the pattern, but apparently I was looking at the wrong size when I ended the triangles, so they were small. They were too small for me. And then I was like, oh, I'm not going to rip back. I ended up having the wrong number of stitches at the end, or when I combined it all in the round. So I did rip back. And then I did add, you know, width to the triangles before I did the panels. So now they are a lot better. And then I've gotten through the lace section. I haven't got to the point where I'm on like an actual repeat of the lace section yet, but it's going to be super, super pretty. And this is also like popcorn knitting to me. It seems to go by really quickly. And each round I just do something else. I do something else. So this is making slow progress as well. I don't know if I'm maybe not showing it for long enough or something. I know some people really like to look at the details, and so I don't want to be like, you've seen enough, you know, but yes, it's very beautiful lace pattern tank top that I'm excited to finish. And then it's very autumnal colors as well. It's like a orangey rust color. Next whip. Okay, so the anchor sweater. for the Anchors Cal, Anchors Obsessed Cal, which I think actually ends like next week. Next week, I think. Yeah, I haven't worked on this at all. I finished the body though. Finished body. I don't know if I said that last time that I finished the body. I'm on a sleeve. But you know how Sleeve Island just like you get there and you're like, ugh, why? And it's just plain knitting. Like I'm not doing any decreases or anything. I'm just literally knitting in the round. It shouldn't be so blah. But it's just not. I think I like texture and I like patterning because that's what keeps me like moving to the next section instead of like forever. Although the body didn't feel like it took that long. And it's just stockinette in the round too. I did do a tubular bind off on the bottom, which makes it look really pretty. This yarn is also very heavy. Like it's 100% acrylic, but it's very drapey and heavy and thick. And I had my son try it on to make sure that the body length is a good length, and it is. So it will look really nice once it's done. If I will probably not finish it by the end of the cowl, which I'm, you know, I tried. What else? I think that's it for my whips right now. I guess I could go into spinning finished stuff. I spun up more of my Rambouillet Targhee cross blended with silk that I got done from the mill that I'd sent it to, Wild Red Clover Ranch farm and fiber mill. Yeah, ranch and fiber mill. So I did, this is 100 grams, which means it's 3.5 ounces instead of 4 ounces, which normally braids of fiber will come in like 4 ounces. But I did 100 grams of it, and then I also plied it with that thread again. So it's sparkly. And I did send that other sample skein to Amy, the gal that I got the fiber from, the raw fleece from, and she was like so happy. And her messages that she sent me through Etsy, she was just like, I am so amazed. I did not think that the wool that came off of our sheep could be something so beautiful, and just it kind of touched my heart. It was very sweet of her how appreciative she was. And I was just like, you're the one that supplied me this beautiful wool. Like, this is something from your animals. Like, you did this. Not, I mean, I just did, you know, the little stuff. But she was so happy, and she crochets, which I found out she crochets, and then she makes hats. And yeah, they're super cute. And she said that she was going to make something out of the, I also sent her a little extra skein of something that I had dyed, and she was very excited to start working on a project with that. But yes, made another skein. This one, how much? It was about 300 meters in length, and I'd say it's, once it's washed, because it's just caked, so that I could measure how long it was. So it's not washed yet, but once it's washed, it'll like poof up a little bit more, so it'll probably be more like a DK, between a fingering DK weight, which is about right for about 300 meters. And it's very soft. Like, you would think that the thread, the polyester thread, would make it kind of, I don't know, plasticky feeling, but it's not. It's actually very nice. So I did that. And then, hold on a second, gotta get it. I finished spinning that fiber braid that I was going to do a spin along with me, which I filmed the whole thing and I just got to piece together and, you know, do the stuff, but I washed it today and it's still wet because, or not wet, but still a little damp because I just did it after I got home from work. But yeah, I ended up doing a 3-ply, but chain plied it. So the colors kind of stuck relatively together. So it will be kind of self-striping-y, but I think short stripes. But yeah, I'm actually very impressed with the consistency that I was able to get doing a chain ply. Normally when I chain ply things, it just gets super bulky really fast. And I'm just like, I didn't want it this fat. I wanted like a fingering weight. And I said that I wanted to spin for socks, and I think this is actually perfect. I did not measure how much I had in terms of length. I know this is 4 ounces, but it's really nice and fluffy. This is also something that I hand dyed. I hand dyed the fiber first. And look, it's just it's so nice. So I'm excited to, once it's dry, cake it up and then start knitting with it, knitting socks with it, and showing you guys a finished pair of socks from, I'm probably just going to make shorties because they are super fast and easy. But it's really awesome. Really loved how it turned out. My fiber broke a few times when I was plying it, which I didn't really expect. And chain plying, when you're, I should have recorded that part of how I fixed that. I don't think I did. Because when you're chain plying, you are literally making a slip knot and then continually pulling and making loops, like a crochet chain, but you're making like big loops. I show it in the video that I will be publishing for it. But my loop broke, so that it was literally like 3 strands plying together, and I didn't have a loop to pull through anymore. So that was, I had to finagle something to get it to work again, but it did that twice, and I'm like, don't like that. But I got it to work and figured it out. It's nice. Okay, I gotta hang this back up. Okay, so in my dyeing video, I dyed this fiber. I unbraided it because I think I'm gonna start spinning it, but really, really like this one. It's so soft. And this is a Merino Tussa silk blend. I'm really excited to actually start spinning this up. But after I dyed this, I got on like a total dyeing kick, and I saw whatever the other fiber braids that I had and that I could dye. And then I did, you know, it's October now. I did this one. It's like super Halloween-y. So this is actually two things of fiber that I just braided together. So the black one's on its own, and then the white one. But I did dye both because they're a tweedy base I think it's BFL, tweed-ish. I'll look that up. But I dyed the black with some like wine Cabernet kind of color. So it's not exactly black. It's any of the white fiber that was blended with the black is now like this winey mauve sort of color. And then the white one, I did like a limey green with some pops of like red-ish. So yeah, I could start spinning this and do like Halloween-ish stuff, which I think that would be really cool. So that's a little dyeing fiber stuff. I think I put that on my Instagram stories when I was dyeing that. Probably. Okay, I'm gonna go to stash enhancements now because as you guys probably noticed, I don't buy much yarn anymore. I mean, I buy yarn to dye for my shop. Not that I have a lot of people buying yarn from my shop. But I do buy a lot of undyed skeins to then experiment and tinker with and dye. Because I think I want to start making sock kits because, you know, Laura with the Penrose Knits sock collection, and she showed me in her podcast, she showed another pattern that she's working on, and it's another color work sock pattern, and I'm like, I need it. So I'm thinking of asking her if she wants to collaborate on doing some sock sets for colorwork socks, because I just bought a bunch of mini skeins to dye. So Laura, hit me up. Laura also reached out to me today and asked me what was going on, because I hadn't been, you know, posting anything on Instagram, or hadn't been like, you know, socializing very much. And she just wanted to see if I was okay, and I thought that was very nice. It's like, most people don't notice. But she noticed, which was very, very nice. Thank you, Laura. Okay, stash enhancements. So I went to a local yarn shop here in town, in my town of San Jose. It's not in San Jose, California. It was in Palo Alto area. It's in the Bay Area. Let's go with that. Where did I? So I went to a local yarn store that I had never been to before, but oh, where did I put it? Oh, it's in this bag. And I wanted to get a souvenir skein. So I got this one. This is so bad. I don't remember what the name of the store was. I'll put it in. Put it in the thingy. But I wanted to support my yarn store. They had a lot of commercial yarn. They didn't feature many hand-dyed people. But this one was actually hand-dyed. And it was handmaiden. Oh, the store is called Uncommon Threads. I just saw the price tag on the back. So I got the handmaiden fine yarn Casbah, and it's an 80-10-10 merino cashmere nylon, and I assume it's superwash merino because it says machine washable, and it's in the color nori, like seaweed, and it's like a very deep kelpie green, which I really like. And it's soft. It's not as soft as my cashmere nylon blend that I dyed. They're pretty close. But yeah, so I got a souvenir skein from them. And then I put that in my sample. I just put that right there. I put this in my sample mitt that I made. So I'll probably be using this for more socks and stuff. Oh geez, I'm poking holes in my yarn bag. And while not this past weekend, was it? What day is it? Yes, no, actually, this past weekend, I went to Utah and we went to a yarn store there. And I got a souvenir skein there. We went to Willow Hill Yarn Company. I thought there was the only like one yarn store there called Blazing Needles, but we found this one and it's like this cute, they had like this whole Halloween thing going and it was like a witch fest, I think is what it was called. So cute. Everything was very themed and I loved it. So got there, sorry, crinkly, and I got from Yarnosaurus Fibers this sock set. It's so awesome. I was torn between two sock sets, and I'm just like, this one or this other one that was very more muted and like naturally looking in terms of color. And I asked the gals that were working there, I'm just like, this one or this one? And they're just like, depends on what are they for you or what are you making? I'm like, it's a souvenir skein. I'll make socks with it, but just let me know. And they were just like, I like the brights. The brights are really nice. And I'm just like, I concur. So I went with a really bright one, and it's beautiful. It's got super sharp purple speckles and this cute little mini. It's 85. The base is Salta Fingering sock set, 85/15 merino nylon. So combined, it's 524 yards, 120 grams. And the colorway is Beloved Witchling. Right? Wait, I can't read it. It's Behaved? No, God. If someone can read that and let me know what the first word says, because I can't, is that like a K or is it a V? I don't know. Is even the first letter a B? I don't know. But they're on Instagram. Huh. I will have to look them up and follow them because really, really love this. Making socks soon with that. So my mother-in-law was obviously there with me. We were working on house stuff while we were there, and we found they had the Star Wars knitting book. Star Wars Knitting the Galaxy, the official Star Wars knitting pattern book. It's freaking amazing. I want to make everything in here. It says featured patterns designed by Tanis Gray, Lotta London, Tristan Molina, and more. It was, okay, so this book was surprisingly inexpensive because I was just like, oh, that's a really hefty book. It's probably going to be like the same cost as the, 52 Weeks of Shawls and 52 Weeks of Sock books, and those are like $60, which is, you get a lot for a really nice hardcover book. But this one is a really nice hardcover book with 28 patterns, themed patterns of Star Wars, and it was only $30. It's kind of crazy. I was like, oh. So my mother-in-law bought it, and then she gave it to me for a present, birthday gift. So immediately, just gonna show you a couple of pictures. I want to make the Ewok hats for my kids. They're super cute. And I also want to make a Porg. And a freaking Chewie. The Chewie is made from brushed, like Surrey alpaca yarn and mohair. So it has like the fluffy. That's so cute. And then they have like mittens that are colorwork mittens, and they look awesome. I definitely want to make the lightsaber socks. Those are freaking cool. And what else? The Yoda gloves for my kids. What else? I wanted to show one more thing here. Not that. Oh, yes, this one. The Wookies colorwork socks. They're so cool. I might cast these on very, very soon because these are freaking awesome. So yeah, lots of knitting. This is my first knitting book. I don't have any knitting books. This is my only one. But I plan on making a collection and having it in my yarn room once we move. And I will start getting the collection of books that I can reference and such. Super happy with this. Very, very, very happy with it. I think I know that was like a little fast. I kind of wanted to run through it quickly because it's getting late and it's on a Friday night, but I really just wanted to catch up with you guys. I hadn't done this in a really long time, and I don't want you guys to think that I dropped off the face of the earth, because I didn't. It's just been crazy. The month of September is just kind of a weird time. So if this was all you were here for, my feelings will not be hurt if you click off right now. Please like and subscribe the video. It really, really, really helps. Even if you dislike it, it literally helps the algorithm push my videos out more. Anything you do, like commenting, I love it when people comment on my videos, because I really like responding and I like seeing how you guys feel about things. And yeah, so even if you put in a comment with like a heart or like a thumbs up or something, I love seeing it. So please do that. All right. So if you were only here for the crafty bit, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys soon. I promise, I'm going to be posting more videos. Promise. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye. All right. So for the other people that want to know what's been going on with me personally, this will be a life section. So since my last video, it was the 1-year anniversary of my mother's passing. That was last Friday. So I was in Utah at the time, or, I went to Utah last week, and because we were doing house stuff and we were doing design studio stuff, and so my mind was very not focused on it, so I was trying to keep busy and not really focus on it. And then this past Thursday was my birthday. Me and my sister went to a Michael Bublé concert on Wednesday. It was amazing. My dad went with us. I really, really wish that my mom could have been there. So that was really, it was awesome, but it was sad at the same time, because I do really, really miss her. So, okay. Need to not talk about it currently because it's making me all teary. Shall we address the elephant in the room? Yes, my hair's red. I dyed my hair. You should have seen it when I tried to do it myself. I have dyed my hair before, and I've done it many, many times, many different colors. But I hadn't done it myself for maybe about 5 years. And I'm just like, I can do it. Because the last time I got my hair done by a professional and I had it dyed, I'll put it in a picture. But I had little peekaboo streaks of red in it. And it was really, really bright red when I got it done. But it was also like $400 to get it done. I can never justify that again. Because literally after I washed my hair twice, all the red was gone. It washed out. And it was supposed to be permanent color. But it washed out and it was very upsetting. So I had those blondish, orangey streaks in my hair. So I just wanted to make those a little bit brighter again by dyeing my whole hair red. So my dark brown would just be a little bit red, and then the blonde streaks would be red. And I was wanting to do that to kind of revamp my hair again. Tried it on my own. Only got 1 box of dye because I'm a dummy. The last time I dyed my hair was this short. I had it up to my chin. I'm like, I only need 1 box. Yeah, when my hair was very, very short. And now my hair is very, very long. So you need at least 2 boxes of dye. Yeah, I didn't do that. Got 1 box. Didn't read the box correctly. Anyway, so the hair ended up looking like Chucky. Orange. Yeah. Wasn't good. Really wasn't good. I tried begging my husband to go out to the store to get more dye. He said it looked fine. Thank you. It didn't. Not at all. Everyone that said it looked fine was just being nice, because I begged my sister to come over the next day to help me fix it. And as soon as she saw it, she was honest. She's like, what did you do? Why? This is awful. I'm like, I told you, it's really bad. That's why I asked you to help me. So I got other dye and fixed it. This is more the color that I wanted, and then it does have where the blonde bits were, it's kind of more of a lighter fiery red. But yeah, it was just kind of like a really bad incident. Everyone at work also was just like, it looks good, it really matches your skin tone. I'm like, because I'm pale as shit crap. Yeah. But it's fixed and I like it. And it looks nice, I think. I love it when it's curled. It's really nice. Yeah, my birthday was on Thursday and today's Friday, so it was yesterday. My birthday was yesterday. I am now 29. I'm getting really old. My oldest child is 7, or will be 7 this year, and my youngest will be 4 this year. And it really makes me feel like an old biddy. I know I'm not old, I'm very young, but it's like, meh. Next year, though, is me and my sister's golden birthday, because we'll be turning 30 on the 30th of September. For those of you who didn't know, yes, I have an identical twin sister. Her name is Brooke, and we live 6 minutes apart from each other currently. I don't think I haven't put a picture in or with us together, but yes, we are identical twins. We do our best to not look identical. I usually have my hair very short. She always has her hair long, and it's usually blonde. She usually dyes it blonde, but it's currently brown, and we had the same hair for a little bit, and it looked, anytime I put on makeup or actually do something with my hair and my face, my kids ask me if I'm Auntie. I'm like, so Auntie just looks better than me all the time because she wears makeup. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with this. It's just kind of life blathering. Excited for spinning stuff. I'm going to be spinning a lot. I haven't done any of that alpaca fiber that I'm supposed to do. I just keep dyeing new things and wanting to spin it. So, okay, so fiber related. Me and my friend Magda, I keep like mumbling her name. Magda from Magda Knits. She has a channel. Check her out. She's awesome. We decided to do a fiber swap. So she's hand dyeing fiber and she's going to send it to me, and I'm hand dyeing her fiber and I'm going to send it to her, and then we're going to spin it. We're going to do like a little spin along. It's going to be great. Very excited about that. She's awesome. Because I really wanted to send her some of my own hand dyed fiber anyway. And she's just like, hey, do you want to do a swap? I'm like, yes. And she was nervous about, it was her first time dyeing fiber, and she was nervous about felting it. And she's like, I don't know what felted fiber looks like, feels like. I don't think this is felted, but please just give me your honest opinion. I'm like, it looks beautiful. I'm so excited to receive it, and I'm gotta get on dyeing her something and then sending it to her. But yes, very, very excited about that. Hooray! If anyone else is interested in doing like a swappy thing, just let me know. I like to share, and I like yarn in general. Phone. Work phone, actually. I think I'm gonna call it here because I also gotta hop in the shower. Celebrating my birthday with my in-laws tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. I hope you guys all have a great weekend. I feel like I wasn't talking for that long. Maybe like 40 minutes. And I will see you all next time. Hopefully it won't be as long. And I will hopefully be pushing out more content. I will see you all soon. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful night. And catch you next time.